What's good? It's your boy Dope. So welcome back to the channel. So if you're new around here, first of all, welcome. It's your boy Dope. I play a variety of games from Predecessor to Apex to Marvel Rivals. I do a couple walkthroughs on this channel, so on and so forth. So welcome. Hope you stay a while. Grab your drinks and your popcorn and get ready for the show. But if you were OG around here, you already know how we gonna get down. Now, you're probably not used to seeing a game like this, which is Monster Hunter. Now, I am a Monster Hunter fiend. I have probably about 1,000 hours in this game, maybe more than that, maybe less. I have no idea. I have a lot of time in this game though. And as y'all know, hopefully by the time y'all see this, it didn't already drop. But Monster Hunter Wilds is coming soon on the 28th. On recording this, it's the 19th for me. So theoretically, this should drop before the 28th, hopefully. Um, but in this clip you're seeing, it's me and my boy 47 that's dropping off, a little Monster Hunter action. This was before like I started recording, on YouTube, so to speak. I really just saved this clip. I don't really know what was my reason for saving this clip in all honesty, but I did. So it's me, him, and then a random, as you can see, I'm just gonna say an Asian. I don't know if he's Korean, Japanese, or what, but an Asian had joined us, rocking with the great sword. Now my weapon of choice when it comes to Monster Hunter is I've tried pretty much everything. My monster, or damn, my monster. My weapon of choice is the dual blade first. The second weapon, by all means, is the long sword. I've become accustomed to that and fell in love with that weapon as well. Then after that, it is the hammer and then the bow. Now, when I first started Monster Hunter, I originally started using the dual blades and the bow. It was my first two weapons of choice. Towards the end of it, pretty much after I got really proficient with the dual swords and killing monsters with it and so on and so forth, I started to get like a little bored of it. Not the weapons, so on and so forth. Like I always loved playing that, I always had fun in it, but I kind of wanted like a little bit extra feel to it. So I ended up trying out basically every weapon in the game. The weapons that I did not like while playing Monster Hunter was the sword and shield. Never could get into that. The switch axe, couldn't get into that either. I did have a lot of fun with the hunting horn and the charge blade. Now, charge blade was extremely button and input heavy, so as much as I love the weapon, I will not be using that weapon. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I Trust me, I played a good couple hours with the weapon itself and realized that the potential is far and wide, but it's just too button heavy for me. I'm into breaking the controllers, smashing all the buttons together. So my weapon is probably gonna be definitely the dual blades or the dual swords, whatever they're called in there, and then a long sword on my back. This is probably gonna be the first two weapons I use, and then if I'm feeling a little exotic, I might whip out the hammer. As y'all know though, depending on like the monster that you're actually hunting, some weapons do kind of work better than others. Of course, you can play the whole game with any weapon in particular. It doesn't really matter exactly which one you use. So, just excited to kind of get the ball rolling and really just play Monster Hunter again and have that fresh type of feel that I used to have. But before we go too deep, of course, I think this probably gonna be like a 13-minute episode. I think that's how long. I said an episode, a video. The same with the episode. Of the hunt. I don't really know how long this took us. I'm kind of just guesstimating here, but from the recording, it looks like it might be around 13 minutes. I might chop and screw some of it out of it. I don't know yet. Um, but to all my Monster Hunter people, how are y'all feeling about the new mount system? As y'all know, and here you basically just picked a location and automatically tracked it for you. You didn't really have that much control. You kind of just wrote it, and then it was what it was. But the new Monster Hunter Wilds is really mount heavy. Of course, if y'all played the beta, I only played the beta for about 2-3 hours because I did not want to I didn't want to ruin that surprise yet. I wanted to wait until the game actually dropped for me to actually get my hands on it, enjoy it. Everything is new, exciting, so on and so forth. But to everybody who did play the beta, how did y'all like it? What was y'all favorite weapon? I know we didn't really get to build or nothing on it. We just got to play it. So you know, we got a little bit of goodness out of it, but we didn't really get the full impact and enjoyment, as well as they were still balancing different weapons, so on and so forth. So you know, we just got a feel for the combat system, pretty much. For me, I tried the dual swords, of course, or the dual blades, which felt extremely weak. Of course, it is an elemental weapon, so of course it felt, weak. I played with the longsword, of course, and the combat with that, I'm excited. I cannot express enough how excited I am to use that weapon, because the combo change with the new stance and the blade that they added, with the ending execution, as well like the fade slash, everything just feels so much cleaner and a whole lot more active. So I tried those two. I tried the bow. I didn't really use it for that long, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, if that. And I like what they're doing, especially with the power coats and stuff like that. They made it, instead of you having to craft them every single time, which, thank you, first of all, because that was a system. To say the very least, it was a system. But I like how they're implementing that. I'm curious to see how well the bow is with the tracking rounds and everything like that. So I might play a little bow too. Um, Eventually I'll end up playing everything. I'll be honest. I end up playing everything. In Iceborne, I ended up trying out the charge sword, or the heavy sword. The big Uga. I ended up liking how that felt. It was still a little slow for me, but I did like the heavy instant damage and stuff like that. So that was fun too. Overall, I think in Monster Hunter, like, it's not really a weapon I dislike, other than like the sword and shield and the switch axe. The rest of them I like. It's really hard to dislike the weapons in Monster Hunter because of how fluid they are and just fun overall. So, that's something to kind of look forward to, as well as what is y'all favorite weapon to use. I know that the longsword is the top weapon in as far as like popularity, and then I think the dual swords or the dual blades are number 2, I believe. I don't know what's 3. I want to say it's the yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. I don't know. I just know those 2 are probably the top weapons in general. So ironically, it's crazy because those are the weapons that I basically had the most enjoyment with. Mainly the dual swords, because I like the fast pace, fast damage numbers, and so on and so forth. As you can see, it is an elemental heavy weapon, but I'm whipping out damage. It's not big numbers, it is little, but it's so quick and instantaneous that it's just satisfying, to say the least. As well as the new tenderizing system. If y'all played that, how y'all feel about the focus mode? Because in World or Iceborne or Worlds, however you want to consider it as, you had to manually mount the monster and then tenderize them to get your extra damage. In Wilds, though, it's a whole new focus mode, which makes combat, first of all, it makes it a whole lot easier, to say the least, as far as like the heavy weapons, because you can redirect your attacks. So in case you would originally missed, now they're successful, which I think is going to be extremely helpful, and it's going to take some time to get used to, but I think that's going to be an in-love system, because that mixed with the new moves and stuff they added, it's just so much that they added with Monster Hunter Wilds, and I can't wait for it. I know I sound like a broken record, but the game, I'm ready for it. I didn't originally think I was gonna buy it, in all honesty, even though like I am a Monster Hunter fan. This is my first Monster Hunter, by the way, was Worlds. I ended up buying, Iceborne, so on and so forth. Actually, I bought it twice, because I originally had the game on disc on the PS4, and obviously when I got the PS5, I didn't have the disc version anymore, so I ended up actually rebuying Monster Hunter and the DLC. So I bought the game twice. That's how much I enjoyed it. So you know, there is that. So I definitely already like the game, so it's not really too much it can do to disappoint me. So I mean, you know, take that with as it will. But I know the Monster Hunter community in general is fucking massive, and I know y'all are ready. At least, you know, the OGs, the new people it's gonna be a good time. I'm curious to see what they did because you know they made like the slinger like a moving type grabbing system. Like so I don't think you can just mount the monster anymore with the hooks. So that kind of got replaced with the focus mode. So I'm curious to see how in depth the slinger is now because obviously you know you got to look at stuff to take the materials and get your slinger ammo and so on and so forth, as well as I heard, not 100% sure, so don't quote me on this, that you automatically loot the monster that you're hunting when you break parts. Now I can't tell you how many times I finished the hunt and ran out of time to grab the parts. It's been that's happened a couple times where you just have to stop to you know get the parts settled. I get it, but sometimes it's like why? Just why? Why? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be a good quality of life change that they added in the game for sure. What else is there? We're coming to the end. I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about because again, like I could talk about like the monsters in general. Oh, matter of fact, hopefully I got enough time to finish this thought. But the monsters are so much more in depth and the combos that they be pulling off. The predictability, maybe it's just because I haven't fought, you know, a lot of them yet. You know, we only got to fight, what was it, like four different monsters in the beta. Fighting them felt like hell. Because obviously we don't know their move sets, they're unpredictable. They're adding like the huge dun pods and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so much they added into it that I'm excited about. Especially like the way they fight. Like you know, before we had like the clash system, when two monsters you know find each other, where they'll slam each other to the ground and you really can't do anything but watch them until they're finished. But the new system, yeah, no, you getting that work too. From what we see, it's everybody gets a taste. So, yeah. If y'all can't tell, I'm sorry. This might not be the most entertaining. It's a whole lot of yapping going on, but I'm ready for it. But without too much ado, as y'all can see, this is the end of the hunt, so I ain't gonna keep y'all up too much longer. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend and tell a friend. Dope is back again. I hope to see y'all in the next video, and hopefully I catch some of y'all in the lobbies on Monster Hunter Wilds because we gonna have some time, and y'all know it's gonna be some videos of that for sure. But I'll catch y'all later. Peace.